Hey guys, all right, good morning.
Good
Good
morning.
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 Happy Saturday, everybody, and welcome to the Cult of Calcio Bar Sport. We are live today. Actually, we're live since a few weeks, but today we are announcing it officially that our followers on Serie Italian League Facebook group can follow us live and basically listen to our blubbering about the Serie A and the best of Italian football for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Welcome, everybody.
Welcome, everybody.
Forza Napoli, everyone.
Oh yeah, just for a change, right?
Well, what should I say? Forza Juve? Never. I'm not going to say that.
Today we are not going to talk about Juventus because it's we are in a press silence.
Yeah, you don't have any colors indeed.
Forced silence retirement.
Juventus is in press silence.
Exactly.
Yeah, you guys had a tough week.
No, I don't remember anything tough.
Okay.
I said we are not going to talk about Juventus today. Today
There's a memory lapse.
No, but you see, this is Champions League. When it's funny when you score one goal and you lose a game, but it seems like a victory. That's exactly what happened with Chiesa. 2-1. I always say 2-1 is a great score abroad. So it's a tricky result. 2-0 is horrible. 2-1 is amazing because now 1-0 Juventus is in the next stage. So it's not a bad result at all. Considering the game, it's a great result. Trust me.
That's actually something that makes some comfort for me, and it makes maybe Diego a little bit struggling with.
What do you mean?
With his Europa League endeavors.
Carlos said.
What's going on?
2-0, it's a really bad result abroad. So
which match are you talking about? I don't follow.
You had a tough week as well. I think so.
Yeah, it was
apart from
it was pretty nice. Yes. Actually, it was. It started really well the week. Actually, we bet a team. I don't remember which team.
It was not this week.
That was the previous week, right? We talked
about this week.
My brain stopped there. Back to the future, back to the past, stop to the present. That's my present. Back in the past, I did never move. 1-0 against Juventus. The season is finished. Done.
That's the previous week, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Guys, we have a very packed agenda today because, yes, we have a very interesting European week, and we're going to have another interesting European week ahead with the Champions League, but we also have the match of the season in Serie A. The Derby di Milano, for the first time in many, many years, it's going to be a title decider, no more, no less.
Title decider, come on.
It's going to be, come on, guys. This is a big one.
I mean, it's gonna pave the way for the team that is gonna win, because it's also psychologically. But if Inter is gonna win tomorrow, that's like how do you say fuga in English? I always forget.
It's like an escape. They're gonna run away. They're gonna break away from the rest of the teams.
Yes.
Yeah.
Psychologically,
actually, Go ahead.
But psychologically, for a team that has no other things that than the championship, than the league, like Inter, they should focus on that. So if the more they're going to win, I think that that's a good, break on top of the final goal of the season, which I repeat until I will die, that if they don't win this year, it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I think it's good for the injuries, but also sometimes it's like you play poker. When you only have one card, I'm not sure if it's a good idea. You always need a backup plan B. So it's nice to have the Cup or the Champions League. Now you have more pressure. So sometimes being too focused is also being too stressed, So.
True.
That's true.
Indeed. Yeah.
Well, the Derby,
I don't know. Inter.
The Derby, it's going to be a big one. Yeah, probably the eyes of all football fans, Italian football fans, and even more are going to be set on the San Siro tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. I mean, there's a lot to talk about because one thing that I really don't understand. It's why is it going to be played at 3 p.m. tomorrow? But before we get into that, I wanna get into our usual warm up because I spent quite some time preparing this one, so I'm very proud of myself. But we have our quiz, our Saturday morning quiz, that today is live on all our social channels. So you're gonna be able to see that on our Facebook page, on Serie Italian League Facebook group, and also on Twitter. But you guys don't know which team we're talking about, so it's going to be a surprise. And Diego, if you want to share, I think you have the power.
I do have the power, but I also do have technical issues.
Okay.
And I sent to you the everything to share, so you have already that. I don't know. I cannot share. I have,
okay, so if I have the power, I'm gonna share myself, and I'm gonna make things more difficult for you guys because on our social media we gave 4 options to our viewers to choose among, but you're not going to be able to see the options. So you will have the whole mysterious team for you to enjoy. And here we go. Drum rolls.
Ta-da!
Oh, that's your booking for somewhere.
So, where are you going?
No one is going on holiday.
Here's the real mysterious team.
There, come on, it's not mysterious. Come on, it's.
So here the challenge.
Can I say that?
Okay.
Here the challenge will be to say the name of the 11 players, correct?
I know all of them.
I know almost all of them as well.
Almost, yeah. I think you know all of them, Paul.
Yeah,
I know.
I don't remember the names. I'm not really good with names, but clearly you can. I can recognize at least 5 members of the team.
Okay.
So it is so easy. I mean, despite the yellow shirt, this is the away kit of this club, right? Of course, it's not the first one.
The symbol
Well,
is
besides the logo, yeah.
It's betraying.
This little thing here, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I understand that. That's pretty recognizable.
No, it has to be. To get it right today, we have to say the all 11 players. That's the only option.
Oh my god!
I can start
for sure.
Without Google.
I don't have Google. I have my pen.
Yeah, I mean, even if you Google it, well, you need to. Yeah. How do you recognize them? But okay, so we're talking about which team?
We're talking about Lazio. SS
Lazio. Yeah. But from what season? Because this is a very important.
Well, I know the season.
When they won Serie A, no? Serie A and UEFA Cup. Or is it? No, the year before, because
there is Mancini still there. So
yes, and Nedved is not there.
Yeah, he is the current Azzurri coach, Roberto Mancini.
Is it the year when he scored that wonderful goal with the heel?
It could be. But actually, this specific lineup, guys, it's from a very famous match. It was an historical match in a way, a European match.
Can I guess. I don't know the match, but I guess it could be the final of a UEFA Cup when Ronaldo won with Inter.
Now that's the previous season.
I'm just guessing. Oh no!
This is the year when they won the Scudetto, no? 99, 2000.
No, I don't think that's Jubileo.
It's in between, basically. This is 1998-1999 season, and this lineup is the last Cup Winners' Cup final.
Against Mallorca.
Mallorca.
In Birmingham.
Sorry, Carlos?
In Birmingham. Against Mallorca, 2-1.
Correct. 2-1, correct.
Google.
I remember because it was the last one, the last Cup Winners' Cup. If you ask me the previous Cup Winners' Cup, I have no idea. But because it was the last one, I remember very well.
Exactly.
Lazio won, right?
Lazio won, and basically they have the title for being the last team ever to win the Cup Winners' Cup.
Yeah.
So,
but Matteo, let me tell you one thing. I think you are not right.
Okay. Why?
And look, I'm not looking at Google. My hands are here.
Yeah, but your heights
I think in that final, because Samuel Eto'o was playing in that final, I think Lazio play with the first kit in the final. I'm not sure.
With the first jersey.
With the first jersey.
Okay, that would be a sounding one. Well, that's up for fact checking. I don't know. We can Google it, or we can let our followers and those who are watching this streaming live. Hey guys, do a quick research for us. Let us know: is this really the last Cup Winners' Cup final ever played, or not? Still, it would be from that same season. But yeah, I don't know. Perhaps we need some fact checking on our side.
No, and also because Nedved scored in that final. I don't see Nedved in the team here.
Don't you see Nedved? Oh, guys, I do see him. Who can see Nedved here?
I do. I can see him.
I can see Nedved. I can see Fernando
Costa. Salas, no?
Yeah.
It's next to Salas, yes, with short hair. Because Nedved didn't always have very long hair. So yeah. This is him, a very young Pavel Nedved before moving to Juventus. And this is Marcelo Salas, also before moving to Juventus.
And the one on the right side is Almeida, isn't it? Is Almeida? Who is
this one is Matias Almeida. Yes.
Then you get
Pancaro,
Mancini. Pancaro is standing. Is behind Nedved.
This is Pancaro. Pancaro standing next to Marchegiani, legendary Lazio goalkeeper and also Azzurri goalkeeper.
Who's the guy close to Pancaro on the other side? On the left.
This one is a current Serie A coach, guys.
Shinisa.
Yes. Mihailovic.
Looks like Birov there. Looks like Birov.
And what about these two guys? Can you recognize these two guys?
Nesta
and Vieri. Alessandro Nesta, Christian Vieri. Guys, this is Lazio. Seriously, of course, it's always been one of the top teams in Italy. But back in the days, this is a lineup that could easily win a Scudetto nowadays, right?
Cragnotti here. Actually, they won the Scudetto the year
after. They won the Scudetto, indeed.
The year after.
The following season, they won the Scudetto. So, Cup Winners' Cup, and I guess also European Super Cup. If I remember well, against Manchester United, that was another huge achievement for Lazio. And then the Scudetto. And then from then on, of course, things have not been very, always so successful for the Biancocelesti. But they managed to, to fill the cabinet trophy with a couple more Coppa Italia. So not bad, still not bad.
Yeah, they had also the troubles with the Cragnotti family, no?
Indeed.
They had to sell a lot of champions. They also had Verona at a certain point, if I remember correctly.
They did. They also had
to sell everyone.
And they had Simeone.
There's Simeone, Verona. Crespo, Hernan Crespo.
Hernan Crespo also played with Lazio.
Then they all moved to Inter to start. Or even Stankovic. There is Stankovic here in the picture, and Stankovic also went to Inter.
Stankovic is the second from left on the lower, right?
I think he is this one.
I think it's the first one. The other one isn't it Favalli, maybe?
Yeah,
I honestly just guess it.
Dejan Stankovic, and actually we got a chance to to meet Dejan Stankovic again back in the week because he's the current Red Star Belgrade coach, which faced Milan in the Europa League. So, well, I know I was trying to avoid it, but I know we're going to end up talking about AC Milan and
what a goal! What a goal!
In the future struggles.
What a goal in the 93rd minute! What a header, man! My God!
Yeah, guys, I was talking to
I like Carlos' style.
It's just because he's wearing the Inter jersey.
No, you know, my wife is from Belgrade, right? And they are huge.
Okay. Is she a Red Star or Partizan supporter?
Actually, Partizan.
Partizan. Okay. Oh, cool. Yeah. All right.
We always.
So she was not happy either.
Yeah, no, but when you are from a small league, you are always like when they advance forward. And in the recent years, Red Star has been doing some nice stuff. Even the Champions League. Remember, it was the only team who beat Liverpool the year that Liverpool won the Champions League. So
yeah.
So they're getting back. The stadium is full. They're getting some investments. Some players. So it's interesting.
let's hope they're gonna take a bit more time to come back. I mean, I like them. It's a very nice team. Let's just wait a couple more weeks, and then they can restart their comeback to European. Guys,
how can the stadium can be full, guys? That's against COVID rules.
There were a few people, right? There were, I guess, like 1,000 supporters.
I think they are like distanced by each other. They need to be,
But I'm telling you, I watched the game, and I'm telling you, you could hear them.
That stadium, those fans.
There was nobody else, so yes.
But it was like the stadium was packed, and again, 1,000 supporters probably. I heard that there have been occasions in the past. I don't know how long ago that there were even 100,000 people in the Maracanã of Belgrade, and they are known for being some of the most passionate supporters, fan bases in the world of football. So at least, even if we played away, they didn't have that much support. But I was talking to my fellow Milanisti friends, and what I told them is that, getting a goal like that is the worst thing that could happen to AC Milan. Because what we really needed after losing to Spezia on Saturday was like was a boost of confidence, a boost of morale. And I mean, everything was going very well because we were managing to win 2-1 away. But then on the very last gasp, on the very last breath, you get a goal like that, it shatters your confidence. It's not the best way to get into a derby like that.
Can I say something about the boost of morale?
Yeah.
That's something that should come tomorrow. Tomorrow, if you're going to defeat Inter, that's not a boost of morale. That's like an explosion. It's like atomic bomb. Yeah. So if you're going to win tomorrow, I think that's what you're looking for. What Milan is looking for.
I am also looking for that, of course.
Do you picture a double, Matteo? Do you picture a double this season, Serie A and Europa League?
Not at all. No.
I think you should really get rid of Europa League.
Yeah, let me tell you this: if we manage to win tomorrow and we get back on top of the league, I think Pioli will drop the Europa League. Maybe not in this round because we still are in a good advantage. Scoring 2 goals away is a good advantage, but they will definitely drop it in the round in the round of 16 if we progress.
Just like Napoli did 2 days ago.
Napoli always does it. I was texting to Diego on the night and I said, man, the way Napoli snubs the Europa League, no team does it.
Okay, but they were playing with the youth team most likely. Napoli
we only had
with a lot of people out for injury or COVID or whatsoever.
No, but it was more like an experiment. But it was more like an experiment. We wanted to make sure that Lobotka is not a football player, and we wanted to show that. There is like this crazy video. I'm sorry because I love him just because he plays for Napoli. But there's this crazy video. There is like a Granada going, counter attack, and there is the referee that is running faster than Lobotka, and it's like blowing my mind. It's like, what's going on there?
Now you know why Juventus buys referees, because
that's why it's even it was shocking. Besides all, you mean, I don't know, it was shocking when I saw that. I was like, what's going on? What is that doing? Obviously Italian, really heavy Italian, really, bomb. And then I saw the goal and it's like, well, that's
the difficult question, because this one is always much more unpredictable in my opinion. Who you guys think is going to win the Europa League? Because it's so diverse, the teams that they are there.
Well, I think Sevilla is not there, so that already rules Sevilla out.
And that makes it hard because
otherwise for a change. I would say probably an English team, maybe either Tottenham or Manchester United. It's going to be one of them. They're more experienced in keeping both the domestic and European tests together.
Well, Tottenham and Manchester United are maybe the most quoted ones.
Also, Leicester. Leicester was thinking that they could make it to the Europa League. They're in a good position in Premier League. They're playing good football. It's Leicester.
We're talking about
Man United.
Who's so far? What's say again, Carlos?
No, I think Man United, I think, is also for me by far, and obviously it's a bit unfair, right? Because when there is always teams coming from the Champions League into the Europa League, it's like on the same season going from Serie A to playing Serie B somehow, you know. But so I don't know if that rule it's fair or not. But I think Man United is because Tottenham is nevertheless they won the other day. They are in a horrible moment, in the league. It's terrible. Obviously, the other day they were playing against the 7th qualified team in the Austrian league, so you have to win, even if you play with the youth academy, right? But the rest, I don't see. Potentially, maybe a little bit of fight there with from some teams like maybe Villarreal or maybe even Shakhtar. Shakhtar goes pretty far in Europa League, but the rest, I don't see any. Maybe Roma. Who knows? Maybe Roma would manage to make it pretty far.
Amongst Italians, I think that Roma is the one that is the more candidate because Milan has the focus on the Scudetto as well. Roma wants to be among the 4 that wants to go in the Champions League for next year. So then they might, stress less for the championship, for the league.
Yeah.
And they might aim to. They're playing good, by the way. The quality of Roma, it's pretty evident, I would say. So if they want to aim to that, I think they have all the paper in place for doing that.
True. I think it would be a wise move for them to focus on this Europa League because in the league they don't have any chance to come on top. They may still grab top 4 spot, which will qualify them for the Champions League.
Which I think is the most realistic goal for them.
Yeah, it is. But I think they could manage to come until the end. If they put their mind and their effort on the Europa League, they definitely the Italian side that had more chances. AC Milan, again, no chance at all. And again, if we manage to win tomorrow, I'm saying if very loudly, we should just drop it. We should just drop the Europa League and focus 100% in the Serie A.
You know, this approach might be efficient in terms of efforts, but might not be that, might be not good for results, because if you just go for one way only, then you have only that, as we were saying before. You may have more pressure, and then if you don't get that one as well, you remain with nothing. So maybe balance is always the best way, but of course with priority on the Serie A.
Priority on the Serie A, of course. And let's also see it this way. I mean, Milan are already doing more than expected. Of course, now that you see that you can compete for the Scudetto, you want to go for that. But worst case scenario, if we just don't manage to get it, I think we're still in a very good position to grab one of the top 4 spots, which would qualify us for the Champions League, regardless. And which is something that Milan needs, like air. We need to breathe Champions League air. It's 7 seasons that we don't play. It's not that good, right?
Stay there, guys. No,
but
you go back, you win again.
Actually, I was trying not to go there. I was trying to divert the topics, but we didn't talk about what Juventus did in the past week.
So there's the derby of Madonnina derby. No? We talk about the Madonnina derby. So, come on, actually, just like a small sentence about that. Then we should really focus on Milan Inter today.
Yeah.
I think that on Wednesday night, a cycle has been closed. Like that, even if we might go ahead, I think that was the picture of Juventus cycle, like the wonderful 9 years of Juventus being closed, like the words, the end on our great decade, I would say.
And why on that specific game? Why?
Because I've seen a lot of. It comes after a lot of matches in which we could not even score a goal, and in which we really played in a weird way. We were not capable of being dangerous. We didn't have the mentality as well. I mean, we showed this year. Bless you, man.
Bless you,
We showed this year several times that if we want to play, we can really overcome everyone. But there's not like the same mentality in every match, and that's something that was true the other years. Even when we were losing, we were always aiming to playing well and trying to win the match. This is not happening several times this season, and in that match, I've seen like saying, "Okay, guys, this is it." I hope to be really denied by my favorite team, but I think that we are going like it's also like physiological. I would say, like after all of these years of being on the top and at this level, it's normal that we want to maybe change something or. I would say, actually, if I have to pick an episode that describes that says, "Okay, guys, this is it," it's when Cristiano Ronaldo was trying to have I would say, exchange of ball with Alexandro. Alexandro was there, like stopped like this, and he was expecting maybe Cristiano Ronaldo to go through himself, but he could not do it. And that is actually how bad it was a picture of how bad we played. And that's something that happened also in the matches before. So when you lose a game like that with no character, with no personality, with no, maybe only Chiesa did something, and we will see that. And last cherry on top, if the best player in the match is Rabiot, that's something that talks about it. And I stop there. I really don't want to go over that because otherwise I can be really harsh.
I want to be the bad guy here, as usual. I took the role since several podcasts to be the bad guy. And this is, you said, closing the glorious decade. Can you consider it a glorious decade with 0 Champions League titles?
Well, they won the Super Cup.
But we got 2 finals. I mean, we don't have a really lucky history in Champions League. But we have been like dominating, at least in Italy, I would say.
You know, like Simeone says, they don't give us a trophy for playing the final, you know?
Yeah, no, he should know it very well.
But he should know it very well. I had to make that comment because we always tend to say this to Barcelona also when they were saying some years when they were winning the leagues and the leagues and the leagues and we were saying, yeah, but what's happening in Europe?
Yeah, I know. That's the only thing missing, I would say, because on the other side, I think that Juventus really made a great decade, I would say. Maybe this year, who knows? We will conclude this decade with
winning the champion. Well,
as a supporter, of course, I hope that. But if I see,
as a Napoli supporter, I hope not. But that's a different story.
But if I see that. The team playing like that, I will say, okay, guys, there's no future ahead. But please talk about Milan and Inter because that's
half an hour already.
Let's take a look at the lineups to begin with, so that can get us in a good warm-up mode. I can share my screen again, or Diego, can you do that? Or
no, I have technical issues. I don't have any permission. I don't have anything.
All right, so let me do that myself.
I can only allow you to do so. I can only click the button. But
you gave me the power already, right? So
yeah, you have it.
All right, and I guess you guys can see this very interesting website that talks about Italian football. I don't know if you guys know it. It's called Cult of Calcio.
I'm a fan.
Really great stuff. So if you happen to like what these guys are writing, please let them know. Put a nice like on their Facebook posts, on their tweets and everything. Subscribe to their YouTube channel so we can always be up to date with what's going on in the world of Italian football. And we put together this very nice preview just a few minutes ago where we take a look at the expected lineups for the big clash, the Derby della Madonnina. And there are no big surprises, right, guys? This is how Milan should play. We will probably not manage to see it on screen.
Isn't it the best squad that they can deploy?
For Milan, it's been it is the best lineup except for Benacer, who picked up an injury in Belgrade, so it's going to be replaced by Tonali. If it wasn't for that, this has been the best lineup that Stefano Pioli counted into so far in the season. Kier is back in the middle of the fence. Calabria is going to play a right back with Tio on the other side.
I like this team. I like this team.
Yeah. And then you have Çalhanoğlu back after quite a few weeks. He's going to be a starter again. And then this young guy, he could have a bright future ahead of him, named Zlatan Ibrahimovic, who, I think we're gonna hear about from him anymore again in the future.
But the guy is not singing in Sanremo, right?
The guy is not singing in the Sanremo festival. Yeah, there's been a lot of talk in Italy about Ibrahimovic being a guest to this singing competition, which is a big thing in Italy, and he's gonna miss 1 week of trainings to participate to that, right? To be a guest.
And they allow him, and the club
allow him. Yeah. That's why was the talk about. He's gonna be allowed to skip trainings for 1 week to be there. But he will still play in the games. He played tomorrow, of course, and he will play against, I think it's Udinese next week, if I remember well.
Wow. It's okay. Zlatan is like Federer, At that age, you don't need trainings anymore. The only trainings is the games, so they don't train. They just go to the games, so it's fine.
Also, because if they train, they risk to pick up some injury. So
exactly,
it's a good thing.
Good. That's good. I like that.
Let's take a look at Inter. On the other hand, Inter also, they're gonna be featuring perhaps their best lineup.
Yeah, I mean, they only have one. They don't have injuries basically this season compared to all the other teams. They only have Sensi at the moment.
They have poor Stefano Sensi. Yeah, the guy. I mean, somebody jinxed him or something like that, because otherwise there's no explanation.
He keeps going back from.
And Eriksen is finally on the top 11, Eriksen, the last few games, finally.
Yeah, Eriksen, it's really picking up, right?
And he's given a different fashion to the team, actually. Mm-hmm. Well, I like it more with Eriksen. But
it's a proper team.
Yeah, I think the match will be played. I mean, I'm really interested in see Nicola Barella and Tonali. It's the future of Italy, of national teams. Tonali sure is not playing a great season. That's my thinking.
He's not. No, that's true. He's not.
But Barella lately is wow. It's like I'm happy he plays for Italy.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward for him to play in the Euro Cup in the European
in the Euro Cup.
There's a difference, I have to say, between Barella and Tonali, and it's exactly what you say, Diego. So Barella, this is his second season at Inter, but he started performing amazingly from the very first moment he wore an Nerazzurri jersey. Tonali, he's struggling a bit more. Maybe it's also because he was playing in a 3-man midfield line back at Brescia. Now it's just 2 people, so he has to work a lot more.
Makes difference.
Playing in a double pivot role, so that could also be. I mean, let's give him time. It's not easy to make such a jump. And Barella was also surrounded by a much stronger lineup, I have to say. Here at AC Milan, yes, we're doing amazingly. We're doing over the top, but still, the team needs experience. And he cannot be the one expected to bring that experience as of yet.
No, it's the first time it's an exciting derby. I think really exciting, really exciting derby in the last 10 years, honestly. It's
absolutely
top quality teams and first against second in the league, playing for something with new young players recruited. Like, I can't wait also to see Ashraf. I'm in love with Ashraf Hakimi.
So, exactly. You know what we're going to be looking forward to? Seeing this gentleman here on the right wing back facing this other gentleman here. Milan's left back, Theo Hernandez. It's going to be a huge battle. Probably the most interesting one. Well, maybe not the most interesting one, because let's be frank. We're also going to be looking forward at Ibrahimovic and Lukaku. locking horns again. Hopefully not literally.
Every corner, the cameras will be looking for Lukaku.
Yes.
Where are they?
The camera is going to be following them very, very closely. I mean, let's hope everything is going to be fine. It's going to be a nice football match. As Carlos said, most exciting derby in at least 10 years. I can really remember, guys, of this derby being a title decider. Seriously, how long ago was that?
We lost Diego.
we lost Diego.
On title decider, he really disagreed. I think it's a title decider. I don't think it's a title. I mean, it will be decisive for, for the next matches, for the psychology of the two teams, especially for Milan, I would say.
Yeah.
But I don't see it as a title decider, I would say.
It's maybe too early.
It's too early. Yes, too early.
But still, I mean, I understand
and we got Diego back.
The name. But honestly, I think since who won the last league before the last league of Juventus in this decade? Was it Inter?
No. I think Milan.
Milan. It was Allegri, no?
Yeah. It was when Max Allegri was coaching.
So I think since that year, probably this derby hasn't been really at this stage like now. That was probably the last derby, no? That last year that was exciting too.
Also because Milan was not that good as it is today. Mm-hmm. After that Milan was not as good as it is today. So it's also interesting on the way they're playing and the show that they can put on.
Yeah. So, keep in mind also that but before beating Inter in the first leg of the derby in this season, Milan had lost 5 derbies in a row. So that tells a lot how big the gap has been in the past few years between ourselves and Inter, unfortunately.
Whoa. Yeah, I didn't know that number, that stat. That's impressive. No, but this, I think it might change. I think Pioli, what a coach, because without any major recruitment, to be honest, they recruited players, but they didn't do an investment or crazy investment like Inter, for example. And then the dealing with the players, I always say a good coach is who makes every player much better than this player was before him coming in. Like what happened with Theo Hernandez, what's happening with Benacer, with Salemakers. Who would have thought with Salemakers, every single player is just better. It's just since he joined last season is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Nobody would expect that. Seriously.
Not me. So I remember I think we made a little bit of a debate. I'm not sure in a live podcast, but I think talking between us when they fired before Pioli, the coach of what's his name that went to Torino later.
Gianpaolo.
Marco Gianpaolo. Yeah. And then they hired Pioli, and everybody was like, another excitement recruitment for Milan. It was like people were like, what the hell? We need a proper coach. And imagine now, if you ask the fans now, just a year later, everyone is so happy with that decision, right? That's why they block the German guy in summer also.
Ragni. I'll tell you that I don't think there's any single AC Milan fan that was expecting Pioli to last more than until the end of the season. Seriously. Because he usually is exactly the kind of coach that you bring in to save a season when you didn't have a good start and you just want to, keep the boat stable for a few months before you hire your new coach.
Yeah.
Which is what Milan was doing, by the way. But then, things took a very unexpected turn. So full credit to this guy, and let's hope he can continue doing magic with us for a while.
There are coaches specialized into that, to come in the middle of the season just to say that my favorite one of these coaches, probably you guys recall him because he was coaching in Spain also. It was Gianni De Biasi. When he was specialized on going to save things from going to Serie B. He came to coach in Levante, and I remember it was this conference press, and he was like telling all the names to coach in his career. Like, come on, I coached here and here and all things. And he told me, but this is the first time I have a squad of 25 players, and not even one is a good player. I don't even have one good player. He was
Seriously, that's what he said.
And he almost saved it. It was crazy. The guy, he needed like it was a 7-point gap to save the team, and he won like the last 4 teams in a row from Levante. He almost saved them from Serie B. So everybody loved him in Valencia. It was amazing. Amazing. I love that guy. And then he was coaching in the national team in Albania. I don't know, where is he now? He's still in Albania.
No, I don't.
That's also Google Master. Diego, check for us. He's the fastest one to type when it's about looking stuff on Google.
But I do have a lot of issues today with my computer. Okay, let me check.
But hey, in the meantime, I want to come back to what Paolo said about the derby not being a title decider. Yeah, I mean, perhaps it's true because we're still gonna have 16 games left. So for sure, there's plenty of time for both teams and perhaps even for another one to get back into contention.
I think there will be another one.
What?
Roma.
Another team. Okay. Roma, yes.
I'm not going to say that anyway. I'm sure there will be another team.
Seriously, the psychological effect of tomorrow is huge, especially if Inter win. That would be the second defeat in a row for AC Milan. Third game in a row that we don't win, and I think we might feel the hit very, very hard. It doesn't mean, again, that anything is lost, but of course, it will say a lot. On the other hand, if Milan wins, they would have just 2 points of advantage versus Inter.
And it all depends. It all depends it all depends on what the other teams behind will do as well. Because if AC Milan wins, there's a chance for Roma, Juventus, and Lazio also to get closer. Mm-hmm. So the gap will shrink, and still it's other teams come back in the game. So that's why it's not going to be really a title decider. If Inter will win, for sure, there's going to be a good chance for them to get away with victory. Still, it's too early. It's going to be for sure a nice break on the head for AC Milan.
Exactly. Yeah. We just have more to lose than to win tomorrow. Honestly.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. If tomorrow we win, of course, it's amazing. We win the derby, second time in a row, top of the league again. But still, we have 2 points advantage. So nothing is decided.
Yeah.
Conversely, if we don't manage to get the 3 points, and worse, if we lose, oh man, we're gonna feel it. I'm afraid we're gonna feel it. So
I think that you're right. You're the team that needs to win tomorrow. Like AC Milan needs a victory tomorrow as hell, like as water in the desert.
True.
You need to win, guys.
So let's talk about the forecast then. I mean, it's time for
I've been really bad last week for that useless match that we played against a useless team. Okay.
Spezia?
By the way, who do we
it was a Spezia, right?
We were saying that Spezia Milan was the match, and
I told you,
right, guys.
I said that.
I said it as well.
Because I saw Spezia playing.
Go back, watch the video, and see that I said it several times. But this year,
so he did that. He went back. He watched the video.
I watched it I watched it every time because I want to also improve my skills of talking during live sessions like this. But anyways, I think that
1-1.
1-1 for Carlos. Okay.
I'm gonna say 1-0 for Milan.
Oh, great! Well, thank you for that. But I'm gonna go with the 1-1 also. I think it's gonna be a tie at the end of the day.
I think tomorrow we will see Inter winning, unfortunately. And I see like in the middle, and we will in the middle. I think Barella will do his game. Both teams, they play in the middle. They are really strong attacking in the middle. And I don't know. It's just a feeling. If I need to be rational, I will go for a draw because that's likely. But yeah, I think Antonio Conte is not going to lose this chance. I place that on the coach level. And when I see Pioli and Conte, I think Conte is not going to miss this one.
And if he's going to miss it, I'm really curious to hear from him.
Nice.
What excuse is going to pull out?
Yeah, no. He's a master of excuses.
What's the score, Diego? You have to say score.
I think it's at least 2-0 Lukaku. to them.
Oh man!
I think
double Lukaku.
But that's a feeling. It's a feeling. I hope for the Serie A I'm wrong, because it's a really nice Serie A this year. A draw would be amazing, because if Roma wins, I don't think Roma will win tomorrow. But if Roma does that, and there is a draw, wow, you reduce the difference of 2 points to both teams.
And Juve.
Juve, they are tired though, I think, and I think they are also they play the derby against Crotone. They miss a lot of players because they don't have Bonucci, they don't have Chiellini, they don't have Arthur, they don't have Dybala, and they will probably. They play on Monday. They play Monday. I think in Torino, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yes,
Please explain why it's a derby, because many.
Oh yeah, because a lot of
may not get it.
Yeah, a lot of Juventus supporters they come from Calabria. Yeah. So Crotone is in Calabria. It's a fact. It's a fact. I'm not offending anyone.
It's the first time that I hear it's a derby, but I believe you.
It's a derby. It's an interesting one. But
you know what? It's cool, guys. Basically, whenever we make a forecast, we all have so many different opinions that regardless, one of us is going to be right. So we can say at the end of the day that Calcio made a right prediction at the end.
That's good. Yeah, I really hope. I honestly, as a Bar Stadio supporter, I hope Milan wins. I hope Milan win, and it's nicer. Because I don't really enjoy Conte. But on top, I just hope for a draw. I hope for a draw that would be amazing.
The draw would be good for any team
for everyone.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And let's not forget that tomorrow there is also Atalanta hammering Napoli, because it's Atalanta-Napoli in Bergamo tomorrow. And I think they're going to have a nice time tomorrow against us.
But in the first leg, it was Napoli having a nice time against
Atalanta. But in the first leg, Atalanta were not doing well as a team, and Napoli was doing great. Now it's opposite. Even though there is like this not so interesting match next, I think Wednesday, Atalanta against whatever team in Spain.
Oh, yes. Carlos,
the King of Europe. You're talking about the King of Europe.
The King of
Europe.
I don't. What's his Europe? I don't know Europe.
What can you tell us about that, Carlos? How does Real feel about playing Atalanta in the Champions League?
Honestly, I always say that first of all, you see the Real Madrid condition and situation. It's if you were talking about the horrendous season of Juventus, what to mention about Real Madrid? It's horrible. I think I don't know. I was going to say the worst Real Madrid in 10 years, maybe, probably. But the problem with Madrid in Europe, and they only get motivated with the big teams. And whenever we play with the teams that doesn't have this status, it's a disaster. We were talking about what happened with Ajax in the last season, or now what happened with Shakhtar in the group stage. We lost both games against Shakhtar. And now people might be thinking probably, well, Atalanta, now, and Papu Gomez is in Sevilla, and it should be okay. And this kind of games is the games I don't like. Real Madrid usually when they win the Champions League is when we are playing against PSG, Juventus, Bayern Munich. Those are the seasons. If you think about the last seasons when we won the trophy, we were always playing against the top, or at least the most, higher status teams. And then when we face these teams, and when we usually screw it up. But I mean, if we lose this year, the season is over. So I don't know what else to do for the whole. We will stop talking. No Copa del Rey, no league, no Champions League. Then the season is finished already in February. So
I think it's for many teams this year. I think like when I heard you, Carlos, when I heard Paolo, when I talk about Napoli, it's pretty much a similar season. Just frame for the kind of team you're talking about. Real Madrid is not doing well. Napoli is not doing well. Roma is not doing well. Lazio is not doing well. Juventus the same. And when you check also in Premier League, big teams, a lot of big teams are not doing well. But I think it's really like a trend of COVID season. Let me call it like that. It's missing a lot. But
I think it's Right.
Sorry, Paolo. No, I just want to say that Atalanta, it's powerful. Watch out, because they play amazing football. And when you compare Atalanta to these big teams, PSG, United, blah, 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 I would say what PSG miss is the play. Is the game.
Totally.
Atalanta. So I would be supporting one team of the two. I'm not going to say which one, but
you know what we say in Spain. The second biggest team of Spain is the anti-Madridismo. So that's the second biggest team in Portugal.
It's like in Italy.
Carlos, I feel you.
You feel it, right? So, so that's exactly how it is. I think it's going to be a very interesting game to watch. Anyway, very interesting.
No, that's for sure, because they're like one team is really good at playing lately, and the other one is always Real Madrid. So you're not expecting them to be like a third or fourth division team.
Yeah.
But coming back on what Carlos was saying, what Diego was underlying about the bad season, I think it's also like a kind of transitionary period, like a changing period, because both Juventus and Real came from a decade, actually also with some Champions League on the Real Madrid side, of successes and actually of playing at really top also So I think that somehow, as I said before, it's physiological to make this kind of change.
True.
So I think that also Liverpool, for example, and I think that these great teams are really going through this period. No,
Barcelona, guys, think of Barcelona as well. They got slapped in the face on Wednesday. And it's also important to know that we come into the end of the career of people like Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi. So it's really a transition moment for football in Europe. The hierarchies might change in the very next years, and that's exciting.
Right? Everybody this week was talking. Mbappé Haaland is the new Messi Ronaldo for the next 10 years. Mbappé Haaland is going to be the next.
Yeah, indeed.
The next 10 years probably. So let's see how it goes there. But yeah, guys, let's see what's happening in the Champions League. And even if you go through, you never know what's gonna. But if you think about injuries, just look at the starting 11 of Real Madrid against Atalanta, and you tell me about injuries. Like no Benzema, no Ramos, no Hazard, no. It's literally the second team. Like I don't even know who will have to play in that game because
they will play in Bergamo the first one, right?
Yes. So if you get smashed it's very important. That's why as long as we score one goal in Bergamo, like I told you about Juventus scoring one goal in Porto, with one goal I'm happy. Even with if it's 2-1, you can recover on the way back. The problem is not scoring. So
indeed.
Let's see.
Hey guys, before closing up, because we are way ahead of our usual time, I just want to remember everybody, Champions League, there's also going to be a very interesting game between Lazio and the title holders, Bayern Munich. I'm going to be looking forward to that also, to see if Lazio can pull up an upset. So exciting times ahead. Derby di Milano tomorrow, title decided or maybe not, but still a key game in the Serie A. Then Atalanta, Real Madrid, and Lazio Bayern Munich. And of course, tomorrow, Atalanta Napoli in the league. And on Monday night, Juventus playing against, in a rebranded derby, as Diego called it, against Crotone. So let's see what happens on that one as well.
It is. Come on. It's a nice one.
I want some celebration shirts, T-shirts for that. Like the new derby, the newest derby.
Derby. What is a nice one is
what is Carlos showing us in the meantime?
The book of the day. The book
recommendation.
Oh, indeed. True.
And this Pythagore, the great mathematician, he had trips around the Mediterranean, and he settled down in Crotone. So one of these books is about Crotone.
That is true.
And very interesting. You should read it if you want to know more about Crotone.
You're jinxing it, man. You're jinxing it big time.
So Carlos gave us this little gem of history. Actually, Crotone are also known as the Pythagoreans. Because,
true.
Crotone. So, okay. See, if you guys watch our live today, you also learn a lot.
Pearls like this.
Pearls of wisdom. We do it at the Culture.
Nice.
All right, guys. Then, well, everybody, get ready for the football weekend. And for those of us who like what we're talking about, subscribe to our YouTube channel on the Cult of Calcio, and we're gonna see each other next week.
Ciao, guys.
Ciao.
Forza Unas. Bye, guys. Bye. Bye.